Welcome back to Medicine Made Easy with me, Kavit Tandal. Now, we will discuss about an important topic in ophthalmology, that is glands in eyelid, which is coming under the chapter of eyelid and conjunctiva. Before that, if you have not subscribed our channel, to subscribe for more interesting videos like this, and as well press the bell icon so that you will receive regular video updates from our channel. And I've given the Instagram page link in the description. If you are not joined in our page, please join in that Instagram page also, wherein I'll be posting the notes or the outline of the discussion there in the page. And you can please share this video to your friends so that we'll all learn together. And sure, you will like this video, and I have made easy diagrams to remember the concepts and mnemonics to remember also. Before we actually go into the topic proper of glands in eyelid, let us now see the divisions of eyelid, which makes us remember the location of glands more easier. Now coming to divisions, the punctum is the one that is going to divide the eyelid into medial lacrimal and lateral ciliary. In medial lacrimal part, there is no eyelashes or gland. In lateral ciliary part, there is eyelash and gland. That means we are going to discuss where from here. The glands in eyelid are going to be discussed, which is located here. Having known this, from medial to lateral, middle canthi to lateral canthi, let us now see what are the layers which is present from anterior to posterior. This yellow is the palpebral conjunctiva, and this green is the anterior part of the eyelid. So anterior part of the eyelid, anteriorly, and posteriorly the palpebral conjunctiva. This eyelid is divided into anterior part and posterior part, that is anterior strip and posterior strip, by gray line. What is gray line? Gray line is the one that is actually corresponding histologically to superficial part of orbicularis oculi, muscle of Raynaud, and this line is an avascular plane of the eyelid. That's why this gray line is used for giving an incision in the eyelid surgeries. So having known the anterior and posterior part of the eyelid and the gray line and palpebral conjunctiva, which is present from anterior to posterior, let us now discuss the location of glands and what is the gland which is relating to eyelid. Now coming to anterior part of the eyelid. In the anterior part of the eyelid, we have the eyelash. So this is the eyelash, and this is the hair follicle, and in the hair follicle opens the Zeiss gland. To remember Zeiss gland, read from back front. So it is SIE. So it gives some pronunciation of C. So it is Zeiss gland. It's also sebaceous gland. And on the Zeiss gland opens the Moll gland. The Moll gland does not actually open on the skin itself. It opens into the duct of the Zeiss gland, or it directly opens in the hair follicle. This Moll gland is a modified sweat gland. Now coming to the posterior part of the eyelid. In the posterior part of the eyelid, there is a meibomian gland. This is everyone will remember. So meibomian gland is also called as tarsal gland, and this gland is opening the posterior part of the eyelid. Now this diagram is what we are seeing is, we are giving an incision on the gray line. We are removing or reflecting the anterior strip, and we are seeing the tarsal gland like this, just an imaginary diagram. Now posterior part of eyelid opens the meibomian or tarsal gland. Now coming to conjunctiva. In conjunctiva, we have mucin secretory glands and accessory lacrimal glands. Let us now first complete the mucin secretory gland. We know mucin is basically going to secrete by one cell, that is called goblet cell, which is present in the epithelium. And apart from that, there's something called crypt of Henle. What is this crypt of Henle? This is basically present, just simple crypt, wherein which the secretion of mucin is going to present, and that is going to nourish the conjunctiva and cornea also. So it's going to wet the conjunctiva and cornea. So crypt of Henle, just remember, a hen is going to lay its egg, and it is all in the ground. See, ground, this basically this is very strong, no? In the eyelid, which gives the architecture of eyelid, tarsal gland. It means that consider this as a tarsal. This gland is very firm and stable, and over which the hen is going to lay egg. So crypt of Henle is present on the tarsal conjunctiva. That's it. Now coming to glands of mans. So remember, a man is able to do anything if he is determined, and as like that, a cell called stem cell can be made to any part of the organ, right? So likewise, a stem. Now question is, where is the stem cell present? Stem cell is present in the limbus, correct? Limbal conjunctiva. It means the gland of man is also present in the limbal conjunctiva. This is all about mucin secretory gland. It is goblet, Henle, and glands of mans. Next, coming to accessory lacrimal gland. Accessory lacrimal gland are basically cross gland and glands of Wolfring. To remember gland of Wolfring, there are wolves which is on the mountain, and there's one on the mountain, one on below the mountain. So it will stand on the mountain and it will shout. So mountain is a very stable structure. Again, I'm saying the stable structure over here, or the structure is giving the architecture of the eyelid, is the tarsal gland. So it means gland of wolf ring is going to present on and below. Where is on and below? If it is a superior palpebra, that is the upper eyelid, this tarsal is going to present on the tarsal plate. If it is an lower eyelid, it is present below the tarsal plate. This is called gland of wolf ring. It is going to present there. And coming to gland of cross, see cross, it means X liam. So X means it is not. It means we are speaking in relation to conjunctiva, but X means it is not. It means where the glands of cross is present subconjunctiva. It is not in the conjunctiva, it is subconjunctiva. Let's think like that. So in subconjunctival location, there is glands of cross. These glands of cross and wolf ring are accessory lacrimal gland. So cross wolf ring is accessory lacrimal gland. Mans, Henle, crypt and goblet cells are coming under the mucin secretory glands. This gland is sebaceous gland. Mall gland is modified sweat gland, which is present in the anterior part of the eyelid. That is that mall. It is in the anterior eyelid, and in the posterior part of the eyelid we have meibomian gland or tarsal gland. So hope this video gives a clear idea about where is the gland and what is the gland and its location. Thank you so much for your patient listening. Let's meet in next video. Till then, stay tuned.